This is something we've never experienced. As police officers, we're used to being able to identify a threat, see a threat, confront that threat. This is something that's totally new to us. It's something that nobody can see. And because nobody can see it, they don't really know how to respond to it. We're throwing them into something that's totally new. We're asking them to use equipment that is completely new to them. We have people that have never used an N95 mask before. We have people that have never used an Avion gas mask before. And now all of a sudden they're having to be trained on how to do this. And not only are they having to learn how to use these new types of equipment, they're being told that their life depends on it. We signed up to do this. Our families didn't. And now we are exposing ourselves to a risk, which, you know, I don't want to sound glamorous, but police officers are expected to expose themselves to risk. I'm not expected to expose my 9-year-old to it. I'm not expected to expose my wife to it. So to do something at work and realize that the threat doesn't stop there. It could be on my clothes, it could be on my boots, it could be on my skin, and now I'm walking in my house with it. That's something that most of us have never dealt with before. We're very fortunate here at Baton Rouge Police Department. We have a peer support team. We have a very understanding administration in that they understand the stress that this is placing on police officers. So we are fortunate in that. But on the flip side of that, we also have to worry about water cooler talk. And you would never want to think that people are not going to reach out for help because they fear the rumor mill is going to pick it up and somebody's going to talk about it the next day. So we have some that I'm sure are hurting and they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do. So for a program to be started that would allow officers to reach out anonymously and seek support while they go through these stressful times in their life, I mean, that's just invaluable. I can do it in one word: change. Look for change. I'm eating more than I used to eat. I'm eating less than I used to eat. I'm sleeping more than I used to. I'm sleeping less than I used to. Things that used to just roll off my back, now all of a sudden I want to explode and I want to call some people some bad things. So any type of change in your life can be the quickest way to decide that stress has a hold of you, that your normal coping skills don't know how to cope. And so when you recognize that change in yourself, or when you see that change in a coworker, that's when it's time to reach out. That's when it's time to bring in some other people. The difficult times aren't over, by far. Progress is being made. And the reason progress is being made is because time is being allowed to have its effect on what's going on. The biggest stress for many of us is the changing environment day to day. As more things are learned, things that we were told at the beginning no longer hold true. And things that we really hung our hat on. Hey, if I do this, this, and this, I'm gonna be okay. My family's gonna be okay. And now we're finding out through further research and as more is learned about this coronavirus, that some of those, while sound, weren't necessarily accurate. So as we learn more about the environment, as we learn more about the virus, then I think some sense of normalcy will return. We are going to get through this. It's just not as quick as we're used to. We're used to instant gratification.